Hi kids. How are you doing tonight? I was listening to Howl's Moving Castle audiobook. One of my very favorite movies. The book is always books are always better than movies, right? Usually. How y'all doing tonight? I'm just I'm okay. I'm gonna see how everybody else is doing. Chat for a minute. I, like usual, had to stop and think, where am I? I just my life. My life is finding a new place to stay every night. Sometimes a couple of nights. But it's good. Good. Somebody was on and they're off. So I'm in. I don't know. Where am I? I'm north. West of Greeley. I'm in a trailhead parking lot. I find that those are. I'm in Windsor. Those are good places to stop for the night. They don't seem to bother me, except for I stopped at Red, close to Garden of the Gods. It was like a red, not Red Rocks, but it was a trailhead. So, and I stopped there for the night. Freaking park ranger knocked. I got the knock. I got the knock on the door. In the morning, my car was ready, or my van was ready, and I was getting ready to leave. It was early, but he knocked on the. He was so condescending. He knocked on the door, and he says, "So, you must have been here all night, because the gates are locked." And I'm like, "Oh, they are." Well, it's just getting ready to leave. When are they? When are they opened? He goes, "Oh, they're open, but there's no sleeping in city parks." I'm like, "Okay, okay. Well, you have a good day, officer." And I drove off, but I was like getting dressed, and there was one other person there too in the car, and then he went over to them with the with his lights, blaring, his lights flashing. What are you people doing sleeping? Whatever. I know, whatever. So I find that there's some 24-hour parks that are, at least when I look on Google Maps, it'll say 24-hour park. And I'll drive by there, and usually there's no signs that say anything about overnight parking or anything, so I'll stay there. There's a lot of parks that close, especially my favorite. I stayed a lot while I was working in Denver, at City Park. It was nice. There was a few people that stayed there in their vans and their cars. They came and went, and everything was fine. It was nice and clean, and for the most part, it was good until after Mayor Johnson got elected. Right after he got elected, about midnight, the cops come with about 8 cop cars. It was parked over there on 23rd in the parking lot across from the park. across from the museum, and it's like 8 cop cars in the middle of the night, knocking on everybody's door, waking them all up. Everybody was asleep. There was nothing going on. And um, swept us away. They swept us out of the park. Said, it's closed. The park's closed. You have to move on. Move on. I don't care where you go. You gotta go. And people were like, oh, God damn. Okay. Like, this has been a place for a long time that just people would come and go. And as they traveled through Denver, and it wasn't like a like an encampment or anything. But anyway, one guy says, people were upset. I was just like, okay, I unhooked I have my Starlink. I had to unhook my Starlink or stow my Starlink and get it in. I was asleep though. I wasn't using it. And the cops say, they're like, why are you doing this? Everybody was saying, why are you doing this? And the cops says, because of all the trash. There's too many people here. There's too much trash. And this one guy got so irate. He goes, I pick up the trash every freaking day. I walk around this whole park and pick up the trash. Because there was no trash. It was nice. It was nice. It was fun. I mean, before I'd go to work, but sometimes I'd wake up in the morning and there's just the park in front of me with all the geese, and then pretty soon people start coming and populating the park, and people playing their games like what were they playing? Kickball. There's a lot of teams that would come and play kickball, but everybody had to hold a drink in their hand, like a beer or something, while they played. That was really fun to watch. And all the soccer and the flag football and the frisbee tournaments, and their baseball or softball, and dog trainers would come and in the park, and I loved watching them. And there was this one couple one day they looked like a couple of superheroes. But anyway, they're young and pretty, young and beautiful, and they were fighting or practice fighting with each other with a stick. Like, I don't know, whatever that is, whatever kind of fighting that is, or whatever that is. And then there was another day, and I watched a guy. He walked out into the middle of the park, and he had a blanket, a bunch of stuff, some flowers, some food. And he laid out the blanket, and he sat there, and he waited up for a while. And then a woman walked up and sat with him. That was so sweet. It was very, very sweet. Things like that. So, but anyway, that's just one of the places where I've found so many other interesting, wonderful, beautiful places to stay. I just wander around as I try to live my life the best I can. Right now it's gonna get cold again this weekend. I'm out. I have no water. I have no running water in my van. If it isn't one thing, it's after one thing. If it isn't one thing, it's another. My water pump is not working. I had all this crap back there, so I went and dumped it in my storage unit so that I can clear it out and look to see what was going on with my water pump. And I discovered that does anybody out there know about water pumps? Please help me. I discovered that the SureFlow water strainer in between the tank and the water pump was broken, must have froze and broke off, and I found it on the ground, so I went and bought a new one because you can't just buy the little cup that was broken, but bought a new one and I replaced that, and I turned it on and it worked. My water pump worked. So I was like, okay, well, that was cool. Didn't have to replace my water pump. And then I said, I thought, okay, well, I'll take a shower tomorrow morning because my water heater's working. And I got it this morning. It doesn't work. Nothing. I turned my water pump on. There's nothing. I don't know. Do I have to reset it? Did it just... I need to replace the pump. And the biggest thing, I'll Google it. I'll figure it out. If no one can help me. The biggest thing I'm worried about is what I do with the water. Is it going to spill all over the place when I disconnect the pump? I have like a 40-gallon freshwater tank. And it's got probably 30 gallons in it. I don't know. One thing after another, but it's my house. I have to take care of it, and I would really like to have some running water in my kitchen and in my bathroom. I took a bath in the sink basically this morning. It's just really difficult to heat up water and try to wash your hair with heating up water and kettle at a time. Because I have I just got bottled water. I got some water. I got a 5-gallon container that I filled up. But I'd really like to have my shower back. I did the same thing with my dishes yesterday. Heating up water and kettle and then washing the dishes with it. Trials and tribulations. Nobody's got anything to say. What you all doing? I'm a little lonely, but I'm doing good. I'm trying to deal with the passing of my dog. I miss her dearly. Everything seems really strange, Wake up in the morning, she's not there. I go to bed at night, she's not there. As I'm driving down the road, she's not there. I fry bacon for myself, and I make too much because I forget I don't have a dog to give bacon to. Share my constant companion, my unconditional love. Miss her, she's Keeper to Liz. Hi, Carol. Hi, Keeper to Liz. How are you? What are you up to? She had just 14 years old, and when I took her to the vet because she was too weak to stand, they told me that she had a tumor on her liver and she was bleeding internally. She was a husky mix, and she's 14 years old, and that's why she was so weak. And I had to make the decision to put her down because I didn't want her to suffer, because I'm sure she was. So the hard part was for me. It seems so quiet. Even though I didn't talk. I talked to her a lot. I went and picked up her ashes. It's expensive to talk down. Cost me like $600. I was talking to somebody else, and they were like over $1,000 they had to pay. But so anyway, I picked up her ashes. Then they gave me a little paw print and plaster, like you do with your kids. I miss her. And let's see. I recently had to. My man was screaming at me in the morning with my belt. All the tensioners. I knew something was wrong because it would scream at me in the morning. People would look. It was so freaking loud until it would warm up and then it would stop. And so my mechanic is up in Woodland Park. And so I went up there and they replaced the power steering pump and did some other stuff to it, and that didn't fix the problem. It needed to be replaced. But I called them back and I said, it's still screaming at me. So anyway, I went up there and they fixed it finally. Replaced it. Hey, Matrix. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. It's like 9:30 p.m. here. Where are you? Depends on what time you get up, I guess, whether it's morning or not. So anyway, got that fixed. So it doesn't scream at me anymore than my water pump quit working. Do you know anything about water pumps, Matrix? I'll Google it. I'll figure it out. I always figure things out, I guess. I get all panicked and wish I had somebody in my life. Somebody in my life that could help me out, but I don't. 10:30 p.m. here. Is it evening? Good evening, girl. I don't have my glasses on. Good evening, Matrix. Good evening. How are you? But like my dad, I miss my dad because I miss my daddy. My daddy knew how to do everything. So I guess I learned from him because I figure things out on my own. I'll do it. I'll figure it out. Anyway, where are you, Matrix? I'm in Colorado. I'm in where did I say it was? Winslow? Can't remember. Near Fort Collins and Greeley and stuff. I'm in Windsor, Colorado. And it's getting cold. Again, I guess it's supposed to be cold again this weekend. So my Oklahoma. How is the weather there in Oklahoma? Keeper of the list, where are you? Let's see, it's 24 degrees right now. Get down to 20. Or to 19 tonight. It says, oh, a high of 46 tomorrow. Yay. That's pretty warm. I work on my band. I don't know if there's any RV supply stores that are open on the weekend though. Maybe Home Depot has a water pump. So anyway, it had gotten down to like 8 below. And so after I cleared out all the shit out of the back of my van so I could find see my water pump, I discovered that the SureFlow water strainer in between the pump and the water tank was the cup part had broken, must have froze and fell off. So that's why I wasn't getting any water through, because I would turn on the water pump and it would just gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. And so I figured, okay, well, I'll change that. I'll just buy a new one and put a new cup on there. And I did that and it worked. And then the next day it didn't work. There's nothing. When I turned on my water pump, there's no noise, no water pressure, nothing coming through. So I went and checked the little filter part. I had screwed it and it was full of water, so I knew that it was getting water through it. At one point, not anymore. So I guess I need a new water pump, I guess. Many people have been having issues with water in these temperatures. I know it's just been so cold. So I figure maybe if that part was frozen and damaged, the water pump was probably frozen too. It was probably on its last legs. So that's it. Unfortunately, I lost all my tools recently, and I did go ahead and buy some more. I haven't bought another storage box. Store them in, so I now have a bunch of tools. And then I went by, so I got some. I got hand tools, like a set of hand tools and a set of power tools, battery operated power tools. And so I went by my daughter's house where I have all the rest of my tools, and to pick up some stuff, and I didn't do a very good job because I didn't pick up. I don't know what I lost. I lost so many tools. I think I have more electrical stuff, like a meter tester, and I need that to even see if I need a new water pump. Anyway, like I said, it's my house, so I have to figure out these things because this is where I live. I'll figure it out. It's cold in Oklahoma. It was cold everywhere. I was looking at the map. It was 8 below. And thinking, where can I go in the United States where it's a little warmer? And there's hardly any place. You go to like maybe Texas and Southern California. It was a little warmer there at the time. But the rest of the country was just frozen. I chat. I want to hear from you guys. Kafia. I was truly honored to be asked to cover the PCRF fundraiser for Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. When was it? Saturday? You can find it on my channel. It was a very important event and lovely event. I had such a good time. And I just love the Palestinian community and their strength. Their strength. And beautiful people. Loving people. My heart breaks for Gaza and Palestine. So frustrating when you don't know what to do. There's nothing. You feel like there's nothing you can do. I feel like why doesn't Biden and our government listen to its people? We don't want our tax money going to fund the genocide of another peoples. So disgusting. Yeah, I feel that way. I know it's and I must say, because of October 7th, a lot of people didn't know what was going on in Palestine for years and years, and it just, it's off their radar. It's off their radar, but the world is seeing. The world is seeing what is going on now, and it's just horrific. It didn't start on October 7th. Somebody, one very brave young Palestinian man that is on TikTok that I discovered and I've been watching, and he's only 20 years old, and he lives in the United States, and he chats with people in Israel. A lot of kids, but some older people too. IDF soldiers and just Israelis. He uses Om TV. I think it's OME TV, OHME, something like that. It's like Snapchat or chat roulette or something. I don't know. And it's just so heartbreaking and disgusting. He does talk to a lot of kids come on, and 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, Israeli kids. They're so hateful. They're so brainwashed, misinformed. They don't even know what's going on a few miles away across that wall. And they don't understand. They are immersed in all the propaganda. And then he talks to some IDF soldiers, and they will flat out tell him that they killed 3 children today and they don't care. And all Palestinians, everyone in Gaza should be wiped off the earth. And they tell him to his face, just because he's Palestinian, that he needs to be killed. They would wish him dead. His name is Hamza. Let me look it up. You should follow him. He's on TikTok usually, but he's got a YouTube channel too. Hamza Sada. HamzaSadah. HamzahSaadah. He had an excruciating. I watched him live. He had an excruciating conversation with an Israeli woman the other day while I was waiting in the at my mechanics, and so I was playing it and watching it. My mechanic, who was very conservative, I love them. I love my mechanics, but they're all about supporting the police and not defunding them, funding the police, defending the police, and first response workers. So, but they're nice guys. Other than their misconceptions, but anyway, whatever. But anyway, just some of the things that were coming out of her mouth, and that poor kid. You can see after, like, oh my gosh, that went on for almost 2 hours. And you can see him losing brain cells trying to converse with these people. And they're kind of hate to say Israeli people are just hateful. Or they're brainwashed. And there's not all of them. There's some that stand up to the horrific things their government is doing to the people that just are across a few miles away. 24, they say 100,000 people. You count all the people under the rubble and all the people that are injured and dying from starvation, disease. They have no place. Their land is bombed to oblivion. Children are dying. They're trying to displace them, and we back them with our funds, our money. So the U.S., France, Germany, I go on. Go on. It's good you are covering because the media won't. Oh, okay. So I know, and I need all your help to. I don't really want to grow my YouTube channel for profit. I'm not really looking for that. I only have 399. How many subscribers I have? 399, I think. That's been that way for for a year at least. I don't know, because I come on and I do these personal little chats that people don't care about, and then all my other content is just what I'm passionate about, and it's Palestine, Gaza, and feeding the homeless in Denver, and the sweeps, and just injustices. And I consider I was asked what a journalist, and the answer is yes, because I gather and disseminate info to the public that I think is very important to share. So I have 400. Did you just sub? 400. That's not enough. So, anyway, like I said, I really don't care about making money, but I guess I can really work on my platform to try to get my info spread. You've been subbed. I know you have been. I was just kidding. Somebody must have just subbed recently because I had 399 forever. That's awesome. Thank you. I won't stay on too long. Like I said, I just wanted to chat. I'm just trying to be positive and be okay. trying to make sense of
This resolution does not.
Trying to make sense of everything, right? And trying to stay happy and positive. Really wish my friend would talk to me. My friend that won't talk to me for some reason, and I wish I knew so I could fix it because I miss her. Clearly. I have my kids and my grandkids. That love me. I love them very much. But I've got Jamie and Melinda right now, and my glad you're doing okay and taking care of yourself. Yeah, I'm trying. I would really like to take care of myself. It's hard, you miss my dog. I mean, I don't blame everything on her, but getting up in the morning, I need to get into a routine where I just get up in the morning, something that I've done in the past, and it works out well for me. It's routine and ritual will keep you sane. So, I need to get into the routine and ritual of taking care of myself better, like exercising and walking and eating well and need to quit smoking. Just loving myself, living my best as I can do. Right? Friends, people come and go. So, que sera, sera. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be. The futures, the hearts to see. Que sera, sera. Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. I love you all. I'm going to get back to listening to my audiobook and get some sleep and try to figure out my water pump situation. Love you dearly, and I will talk to you again sooner rather than later. Take care. Good night. Sweet dreams. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.